In this video, we'll learn about the main transaction entities used in the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management transaction flows from sales order through to fulfillment. Let's have a talk about some of the concepts before we have a look at this in the product. So the sales order as a transactional entity is a shared Dataverse entity which is made up of two entities called the order, which represents the sales order header, and the order product, which represents the sales order lines. The same entities are used in other Dynamics applications like Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales, Dynamics 365 Customer Service, to provide that visibility when you're using those other Dynamics applications in conjunction with Intelligent Order Management. The sales order can be created manually or could be provided by the order capture providers that are configured in your environment, for example, a provider to an e-commerce system. And the sales order essentially tracks the status of those orders. So one order header can have multiple order lines, which is represented by the order and the order product. When the orchestration runs in Intelligent Order Management, it creates a fulfillment order to ship or fulfill that order. So this is provided by new Dataverse entities called a fulfillment order, which represents the fulfillment header, and the fulfillment product, which represents the lines. So essentially you're fulfilling a line from the sales order, and multiple different sales order lines can be combined into one fulfillment based on optimizations that you might have in orchestration flow. So essentially the fulfillment order is used to collect the data on how the order is fulfilled, and it's created through that orchestration flow. A sales order could be fulfilled by shipping, purchasing, replenishment, manufacturing, or delivery of a service. So essentially that fulfillment order is storing attributes related to how that order gets fulfilled. Essentially the fulfillment order tracks the related status of that fulfillment and the related details like shipping, delivery information. Let's have a look at these within the application. Inside the application, we can navigate down to sales orders and fulfillment orders. If we open up our sales orders, I can find an order that already exists and double click on it. And if we have a look at the view, we can see that these are the sales order lines. And so therefore each of these are the sales order lines in the application. Likewise, if we go to fulfillment orders, we can have a look at a fulfillment order, which will give me the detail of that fulfillment order, and then the individual line information related to that fulfillment order. Now, if we are an administrator, we can go across to the Maker portal. So I can go to make.powerapps.com, and I want to make sure I'm in the environment that we've installed in. So this is my trial environment. I can go to data and then tables, and so this is the underlying entities that we can use whether we're a developer or we're looking at it from a business intelligent point of view. So I'm going to list all, and then I'm going to just filter for order. And so we'll see here order, which is the sales order, and order product is the sales order detail, so the lines, and likewise fulfillment order and fulfillment order product is the line details. So that's the underlying database storage mechanism that you can then use for reporting and analytics purposes. So the main thing is that sales orders will represent the orders that are coming in from different providers or manually created through the user interface. And then as through the orchestration, as fulfillment orders get created, we'll see them here as they get created from the processes of trying to determine how we ship or source that product. So that's a quick look inside the application of where we're going to find these main transaction entities. Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management is a new application in the family of Dynamics 365 applications, built on the Microsoft Power Platform running on the Microsoft Azure Cloud. To learn more about Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management, visit our community site, documentation site, marketing site, or our blog at these links.